It's that time, folks. NBA 2K26 Arcade Edition has officially released. Big shout out to NBA 2K for providing me a copy of the game to showcase on the channel. Now let's jump into the game. I'm actually going to switch it up this year. I'm not going to be a guard. I am going to be a power forward. So since we want to play it that's similar to Paolo Banchero, I went with 6'10", 250 pounds, 7'1" wingspan. So this is the build that I end up going with. You can look at the bottom. The potential for the badges are pretty good as well. We can get 2 Hall of Fame badges for finishing, 8 for shooting, along with 1 for defense and rebounding. I was thinking about going with a paint beast, but I gotta be honest, man, nowadays you need a big who can shoot a little bit as well. Gonna be a floor general, and then we're also gonna do the limitless range, just in case we need some late game heroics. Purposely chose the power forward position because I think that the Knicks can use that. We'll have Karl-Anthony Towns running at center. I think we'll be pretty good, and I'll be able to just fill in the gaps. So now we're going to enter the brand new My Court, which is also part of the neighborhood as well. We got to choose our endorsement right off the bat. I'm going to go with Adidas. Right when you start off in the My Court, you got the online connect area, and you can see a quest tracking on the top left hand side as well. We got to go find Ronnie in the neighborhood, but we'll do a quick tour of the My Court. This is your trophy wall. We don't have any as of yet. This spot right here is where you customize your My Court, and this is the ball rack to get your shots off. Let's go into the quest. That way you guys can see the neighborhood as well. Once you come out to the neighborhood, you'll see this game's going on. You got a 2v2. You can set up a 2v2 matchup and a 3v3. And this does function the same way it did last year. You'll be able to find your matchups easily. As far as the quest, let's go over to Ronnie. Let's see what we got to do. So now this is where it gets interesting, right? By completing this path, right, we're going to get a black top t-shirt, cap, which looks pretty sick, and then bad experience has a 10% bonus. Might as well show all of them to you. If we go with the legacy path, we will get a connection player, which is Tracy McGrady, one of my favorite players of all time, so I might change my decision. You'll also get duration of takeover increased by 10%. If you go international talent, you'll get 1 additional badge point cap, and then the VC has a 10% bonus. And then for campus phenom, you'll get the hoops camp backpack, which is pretty nice. And then your My Points has a 10% bonus. Those are the 4 choices. I'm still going to stick with the Streetball Legacy because I do want the black top t-shirt and cap. Let's do that. All right, so quest is completed. We already got our VC. We got the perk run the street, and then we got the black top memory t-shirt and cap. We're going to try to equip that right now. Since we did go with the Adidas endorsement, we had the T-Max right off the back, so we're able to throw in those throwback kicks. So you can see there's also the Agent Gills, the Adidas Top 10 2000, the Trae Youngs. And if you head over to Nike, you can see the KDs are unlocked, some of the PGs. As far as the Jordans, you got some of the retro kicks and the Tatums and the Zions as well. For Under Armour, we got some of the Currys in there, along with the Joel Embiid. And then there's a couple of different Converse as well. You got the old school Magic Johnson, Larry Bird Converse in there. For this next quest, we got to either visit the 2K store, the Connection Game Manager, or the Street Ball Court. We already know the Street Ball Court's over there, so let's look for the Connection Manager right over here. Now, I do have some of the players already unlocked to showcase for y'all. These are the players that are being included. We got Dylan Harper, Cooper Flagg, we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, John Morant, Karl-Anthony Towns, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brunson, Knicks Nation, y'all already know. We're gonna have to pick them. Giannis, Zach LaVine, Shaq, Clyde Drexler, Nikola Jokic, Kevin Durant, Larry Bird, and Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. I'm probably gonna go with Cooper Flagg, right? We gotta show the young rookie some love. And we'll keep Kareem in there to anchor the paint, grab out the rebounds, and hit either me or Cooper Flagg for some buckets. So once you do go in the connection game, you got a choice of a normal game, a challenge, or an online game. We'll do a challenge. It looks like we got to go against Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Hakeem Olajuwon. It's not even fair, y'all. Here we go. We got first step on them. That should be easy right there. We got the strip. Let's go. Kareem. Let's say Cooper Flagg. There he goes. Nice work. We're actually going to get out of this match though, because I know y'all want to see the other modes. And I know that we are featuring my career in this video, but we are going to highlight the other modes throughout the week. We're going to feature the association. We'll check out what's new in there as well, along with the brand new Paragon, which is what I'm most excited about. Let's get back into my career because I know that this is one of the most popular modes in the game. I got y'all. I'm going to try to show you whatever I can. And then if you have questions or follow-up requests, just let me know. And if you're looking for the 2K store for the quest, it's right over here. And then when you do go in, you're going to see the same menu you will see when you're equipping gear for your My Player. The last item on that quest is to visit the street ball court. But before we do that, we got to upgrade our character. Here are the animations. As far as the jump shots, pretty deep list, right? There's 189 options consisting of NBA legends and current players as well. There are some standout names. We got Kevin Durant in there, Patrick Ewing, right, which will be a good jump shot for a big. Same thing with Kevin Garnett, Paul Gasol. There's some options for me. Crossovers, these are the choices I have as well. Jason Williams should be a nice one. But the issue that you're going to run into when you're playing with a big is you're not going to meet the ball handle requirement for a lot of them. Like I can't even do LeBron James either or Michael Jordan. But when you're playing a big, really the animations that you're probably going to spend more of your time on is layups and dunks. We can take a look at dunks. Like Sean Kemp should be a nice one. But in order to get Kemp, I have to make sure that my standing dunk is a 70 and that my driving dunk is an 82. So that is something I'm aiming for because Sean Kemp's dunk package, you know, is going to be one of the elite ones. There's a total of 65 different dunks. For layups is 6. Again, I'm playing as a power forward, so my choices will be a lot less than a point guard and a shooting guard. So I'll probably go with George Gervin, the Iceman. Pretty decent layup package. I just got to bring driving layup up to a 70. And then contact dunks, there's only one option. Now, as far as the intros, there's 140 choices, so there's a good assortment. NBA rituals. Got the Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, Black Mamba always. So it's nice to see that's actually still in the game. But there's some other cool ones as well. There's also Kyrie Irving, Stephen Curry, and then the shooting bar styles you can customize as well. So you could do the curved bar, which is pretty much the standard. You could do a funnel, comet, the tusk one, which is actually pretty nice. And then you got the rainbow. And then just for some clarity, 2K did provide us some VC. We got 300,000 to start, and that gets you up to 90 overall. But you also need to earn mind points in order to upgrade your overall attribute cap. So you still need to play the games to get the mind points as well. But inside the upgrade attributes, right, you're able to upgrade your finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensive rebounding, and physical stats. Since everything that you were focusing on earlier when you were doing your build, and this is where you decide your badge upgrades. And you have to meet the badge requirements before you can start equipping them. So we have 13 badge points available. You can do a combination of tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 badges. Just bear in mind that the tier 3 badges have attribute requirements. When you first start off, you more than likely will be equipping the tier 1 bronze badges, and then you'll have an opportunity to upgrade those if you meet those requirements as well. Then once you start equipping the badges, upon playing games, you will start earning progress towards completing that badge challenge, which will help you upgrade them as well. Once you start building up your VC, you can kind of figure out which badges you want to work on chasing. Like for example, if you do want to get limitless takeoff, you need to make sure that your driving dunk stat is at least a 65. So that will be what you will focus on upgrading. Now, if you want to go straight into shooting, let's say you want to get a tier 3 badge, you got to make sure that your 3-point stat is at least at a 76. Like for Deadeye, you need a 71 for 3 ball. Corner specialist, you need at least a 60. Catch and shoot, you need a 65. Green machine I can do right now since my mid-range is at a 60. These are things to consider when you're allocating your VC towards attribute points. Now, for my build specifically, I know that I need to raise driving layup to 67, driving dunk up to 72, either block at a 67, offensive rebound, or defensive rebound at a 69. That way I can get some of the badges that I like to use. And then I'll try to get tier 2 shooting badges. I'll raise 3-point shot up to a 68 probably, and make sure that my mid-range is at a 65. Also keep in mind that you only have 13 badge points to use. The higher the tier of the badge, the more points it costs. So if I'm going for tier 3 badge, that takes 5 points out of the 13. So if you want to go for a more balanced approach, try to stack them up. Use mostly 1s and 2s and maybe 1-3. I upgraded some of the attributes. I didn't go too crazy because I already had an idea of what I wanted to equip. I started equipping some badges, and you see that I have Menace unlocked. In order to get the silver badge of Menace, my perimeter defense now needs to be increased. So that's also something to pay attention to as well. Let me know if you have questions, and if you're an OG Arcade Edition player and you got some tips that will help out the community, leave them down below. Show some love to the new players. At the end of the day, we're trying to build a positive community for this game. So it's definitely appreciated. As always, I appreciate all the support. I will catch you on the next one. Stay ballin'.